We finally got above freezing today. Even now, the sun has just started to set. 37 degrees in Lewisburg, 38 in Pipestem, 44 in Bluefield, 43 in Beckley. You can see the dichotomy of temperatures. Colder in the valley, slightly milder above about 2,000 feet. So temperatures tonight, pretty big range. Greenbrier Valley will be in the single digits, but along Route 19, about 24 degrees. We do cloud it up tomorrow, but at the same time, we warm it up above freezing, except those colder valleys where you get that inversion developing. What do I mean by an inversion? That's when the colder air settles down to the lower elevations and the higher elevations are slightly warmer. So here's how it's going to impact our temperatures overnight with clear skies and a light wind. 24 degrees in Beckley and Oak Hill. Basically elevations above 2,000 feet, but as we move into the Greenbrier Valley, your temperature's much colder because this colder air from the ridges to the east and to the west is going to settle along the Route 219 corridor. So there's going to be a big dichotomy in temperatures. It was such a big dichotomy in temperatures today that West Virginia had the coldest temperature across the entire United States. It was down to 19 degrees below zero, 5 miles east of Davis, and that's because we have a big difference in elevation between 4,000 feet ridges along the spine of the Appalachians just east of Davis, and then you get down to about 3,000 feet. That colder air settled, and we have a weather observing station there, and that's why it was 19 degrees below zero. Route 19 at Glen Jean. Fortunately, Route 19 is just dry. The sun did its work today, and that's good news, except if you live in those secondary roads, it's still a little bit slippery. High pressure today, so beautiful weather this evening, a cold night, and then we have a surge of moisture along the periphery of this high pressure. Quite a bit of rain lined up across the Mississippi Valley, and eventually that rain's going to get here once we get into Tuesday and Wednesday. Really no markedly colder air across the country. We're in the 20s and 30s. Remember, last week we were dealing with temperatures well below zero. So we start out the day sunny, but then we cloud it up very quickly, and there will be a bit of patchy freezing drizzle in the Greenbrier Valley. We don't have any freezing rain advisories. It'll be for a very short time, and along Route 19, a couple of sprinkles. But once we get into Wednesday and Thursday, that plume of moisture that we see across the Mississippi Valley works into our direction, and combined with the snowmelt, we do have a threat for flooding. Once we get into this weekend, we have another system that's going to bring mostly rain on the backside of a little bit of snow, so another threat for some flooding. Here's the water content in the snowpack. Anywhere from 1 inch of water content near Raynell in the higher elevations there, just west of Hinton in the western Greenbrier Valley. Otherwise, the amount of moisture that we have in the atmosphere, as you can see in the legend, about 1/2 inch to 1 inch of water content. So here's how it shakes out with the aches and pains forecast. We do dip a bit in the pressure once we get into late this week, and then the storm system that comes in over the weekend. So you're going to feel it as it moves into our region. So 50 degrees on Tuesday, rain, fog in the Greenbrier Valley on Wednesday, early rain Thursday in the morning, later in the evening on Friday, late on Saturday into Sunday, and then once again on Monday, it'll change to a bit of snow with about 1 inch of snow behind that storm system. But the main concern I have after we get this cold night over with tonight is the fact that we have the potential for flooding later in the week, and the Weather Service could issue a flood watch. Some of those creeks and streams could rise up towards bank full stage, and some of that snow is blocking some of the storm drains as well. So that's when we're going to get the ponding of water in poor drainage spots.
Yeah, I'm not surprised because, I mean, it looks like it's going to rain almost every day this week. At least it's consistent, so that's something, right?
Yeah, we should get about 1 inch of rain total.
All right. Well, thank you for that, Chad. Thank you for the heads up. We have more news, weather coming your way after this.